Welcome to a new edition of 2-Year-Olds in Training by the Harness Edge. I'm Harold Howe, and we're here today with Scott McEneny at Classy Lane Training Center. Scott, you're in the winner with a 10, and we're going to look at half a dozen today. Let's start off with Mission Rings, a McEneny Missions filly, 35,000 out of Harrisburg.
3,500.
Sorry, 3,500, yes. The breeder's wishful thinking. The story behind this.
I wasn't planning on buying anymore. I was just sitting on the couch watching my son's replay of his hockey game, and I looked up at the board, and 762 was coming in the ring, and I'm thinking, that's that filly I liked from Winback, and she was hanging at $2,000, and I run out to the ring, and they were asking for 3,500, and I bid 3,500 and got her, and she's pretty nice, actually. I really like her a lot.
You wouldn't take 3,500 today?
No, not today.
Okay, now you also have Jane Mash, an Angus Hall filly, 30,000 out of Harrisburg.
Yeah, she's a nice filly. She's a little tricky, just trying to get her to steer a little better, but she can trot a lot, and I like her too. Both them fillies are pretty nice fillies.
Okay, we've got Royce Silster, a Camlock colt, 19,000 out of Forest City sale.
Yeah, he was a little tricky to break, a little steady. We gelded him early, and he's really coming around now. And you know, Camlocks are just Camlocks. I mean, they can be anything. So.
Better's Up, Better's to Light filly, 15,000 out of Lexington. Wouldn't be right if you didn't have one of them.
No, it's too bad they're in Pennsylvania this year, but you know what? She's just a really nice filly. She's a little small, but my wife and I looked at her at Lexington. We really liked her conformation and everything, and she had some pedigree there, and she was selling cheap, I think, because of her size, but she's got a great gait to her, and you know, we just took a shot on her. Okay,
we've got Kingsley's Favorite, a McEneny Missions filly, 18,000 out of Lexington.
Yeah, she's not a bad little filly. She's a little hyper. McEneny Missions can get like that, I guess. So it's just a matter of settling her down and keeping her quiet. And you know, she can trot along a little bit. I think she'll hopefully make it.
And Tycoon Sealster, another Angus Hall colt, 23,000 at a Forest City sale.
Yeah, he acts like a nice colt. He's a late foal. He's like a June 17th foal. So we're just going to take our time with him, you know, make sure his knees are developed. But he does trot nice, and he can go along pretty good. He's a brother to that Travers Sealster, so he's got some family there too.
It's got to be kind of interesting for you this winter. I guess interesting is as good a word as any, that you weren't involved in the fire here, but you were next door. And as you told me that morning, if the wind had been a little different, hey, it could have been a tragedy here. But it must make you think every morning you come in, boy, you're doing something right.
Yeah, if that wind would have been blowing the way it was the day before, you wouldn't have had any time to get these horses out of here. With the smoke, would have killed them all anyways. Even if this barn didn't burn up, I think the smoke would have just killed them. But we were just lucky that there was no wind that night that didn't do any more damage. It was terrible what happened, and it's a horseman's worst nightmare.
But it is encouraging to drive in and see the new construction underway for the replacement of the barn, and hey, spring's around the corner, so things are moving forward.
Yeah, that's nice to see it being built, and you know, we've had a great winter, and you know, we need spring to come around pretty quick.
Scott, thanks very much, and good luck in the weeks ahead.
Thank you.
Harold Howe with Scott McEneny, 2-Year-Olds in Training.